Hey guys, today I want to talk about something that is very important to me. It is understanding how to deal with Devil Jin's 50-50. A lot of people say you always sidewalk Mishima's left, sidestep right, sidestep left, sidewalk left. And that is in general a good tip, but you have to differentiate. The only Mishima that you can actually just sidewalk left all the time is Kazuya. Heihachi has a lot of strings that keep you from constantly stepping, and he has good homing moves. So against Heihachi you shouldn't just step all the time, because you step left against their 50-50, and Heihachi usually doesn't really rely all that much on his 50-50. But how do we step Devil Jin? Well, that depends on the skill level of the Devil Jin play and what moves he uses. If he relies heavily on Hell Sweep and up forward 4, you can sidewalk him and sidestep him to the left all the time, because this here is sidestep and sidewalkable to the left, and this here is very linear and it can be sidestepped and sidewalked to both directions. But what if you play against a good Devil Jin who can do stuff like instant while standing 2, for example? When you recall, instant while standing 2, for example. Or he likes to instant while running 3. What do you do against those moves? Because this here and this here, they both track to his weak side, so you can't sidewalk these left. There is actually a trick, and it is hard to do. I just want you guys to know and to understand how to approach this. Sidestep right, duck. It sounds quite stupid, but why does it work? Let's see. So you sidestep right and then immediately you duck, and this is very dependent on good timing. So this is not like you can just do it and you win against every Devil Jin. You have to know his timings, but if you have his timings down, this is the best option you have. Why is it so good? So I have recorded a lot of options Devil Jin has, and I will show you. Okay. This was mistimed. Do you see? It takes a lot of timing. This is not easy to do, but it works if you have the timing. It is a valid... this is very valid to use against a Devil Jin. And if you mix sidestep right duck up with sidewalk left, for the Devil Jin player is forced to use his only option, which is Laser Scraper. Because okay, you sidestep right duck. Why is it so good? First thing, you sidestep right. When you use sidestep right, the following moves don't hit you anymore. Down back 2 is weak to this side. Up forward 4 is weak to both sides. Forward 2 is weak to this side. While running 3 is weak to this side. So all these moves don't hit you anymore, because they are usually used to catch you stepping in Devil Jin's weak side. But you're stepping in his strong side, so all these moves don't work anymore. What about Hell Sweep? Hell Sweep should hit you when you sidewalk right. But because your timing is good, you sidestep before the Hell Sweep comes out, and because you duck afterwards, this gets neutralized. Same with Electric. It should hit you, but you step very clearly, so you step it a bit and you duck immediately, so the height doesn't hit you anymore. You see what I'm trying to say here. Same with instant while standing 2. I haven't recorded it here because it is quite hard to record it. This is all about timings, and I can record Jeff into instant while standing 2 on this at the same timing and all the other moves, but I should have here. No, let me just do it. Just in general. You see, this is also weak against sidestep right. You just need to have the right timing. Come on. Ah, come on. It's really not that hard. When you try to record something. trust me, if he does it out of a wave dash and you have his timings, it's doable. I just suck at it at the moment because I have, you know, when you record something, everything is 10 times harder. But trust me, it is hard, but you can use sidestep right duck against this move like against all the other moves, especially when it comes out of wave dash, if you have the timing right. But as I already said, sidestep right duck hugely depends on you knowing your opponent's timings and do it very, very well. You have no leeway here. If you mess up the timing, you will get hit anyway by most of these moves. Especially moves like while standing 2 or forward 2. Those are the 2 moves that will hit you most likely. But stuff like Hell Sweep or Electric are way easier to duck with this method. So how should you approach dealing with Devil Jin and Devil Jin's 50-50? If your opponent is only using Hell Sweep and up forward 4, you deal it the same way you deal it with Kazuya, sidewalk left, whatever. If your opponent uses instant while running moves, forward 2 or instant while standing 2, then you should think about using sidestep right duck. But just so you know, this is not easy and it takes a lot of time. But please know it is possible. And please stop with the myth that you should sidewalk left all Mishimas and that Devil Jin is impossible to step. He is not. If you do this method, what does he have to stop you from doing it? This homing move is a high, it doesn't hit. Electric is almost homing, but it doesn't work anyway. All that he has is this move, which is quite bad. Nobody uses this move because it's punishable. But this would hit you. And the only real move he has is Laser Scraper. If you step Devil Jin very well, especially with the sidestep right duck method, he is forced to use this. This is all he has. It's still a good move, but you limited his options to this move, so he gets very predictable with this. And trust me, if you are Devil Jin main and your opponent is stepping you well, it can get on your nerve. So I hope you learned something and maybe you can actually apply this sometime. It takes a lot of time and you really need to know your opponent and the matchup very well before you can actually use this. But this is how you deal with Devil Jin. And this is a method I used against a lot of great players. I even played against Sephi Black and he told me this tip, and since then I used it. So trust me guys, this can work. It just largely depends on your execution, on your timings. But this is a possibility and you should have it in the back of your head whenever you play against a Devil Jin. Maybe you want to try it out, maybe not, it all depends on you. So I hope you had fun and you learned something, and see you later guys.